Hey, what's up guys? Handsome Jack Boy here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys 5 pretty obscure things within Borderlands 1. Now this is something I normally wouldn't do, or I haven't really done before. So you guys are going to have to kind of let me know what you think of this. I might turn this into like a series or something, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, the first thing I wanted to show you guys actually has to do with the mission Product Recall. Now, you guys are probably familiar with this mission. It's a mission you get early in the game, a side quest that basically has you go and find these boxes of cigars right over here on the map. Now, something of note that's really interesting about this mission that I'm sure a lot of you don't know is there is a vault key that counts as a cigar box for the mission. So, you know, there's the 3 cigar boxes that you can find, right? That you're supposed to find. But there's a secret little vault key, or at least that's what it looks like, is a vault key tucked away inside of this little cave, collapsed cave, or whatever this is. And if you can actually interact with it and pick it up, like it counts as a cigar box for the mission. So technically you can actually pick this up and it will, you know, since it counts, you can just complete the mission and it's just an extra cigar box that you can grab. Shout out to Sleepmaster and the Camp and Dutchman over on the Discord. They actually were the ones to discover this, so shout out to you guys for bringing this to my attention. This was actually a couple years ago. I've been meaning to cover this in a video a long time ago, but I just never really got around to it till now, but I'm glad I finally got to cover it. Anyway, let's move on. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you guys is over in Crom's Canyon, and is a secret chest that I'm sure many of you don't really know about. There might be some of you that do, but I'm sure there's a lot of you that don't. It's definitely a chest I didn't know about for like the longest time. I've been through this area hundreds and hundreds of times, and I've never seen it up until I think like a few years ago. And I don't think the Camp and Dutchman really knew about it either. I think he was the one that actually kind of brought it to my attention. So anyway, the chest is located right over here on the map and is, you know, kind of in the direction of Reaver. So just make your way over to Reaver, or where you'd fight Reaver, and up on the bridge there's this little building on the side, and you kind of don't really think anything of it. You know, every time I've gone through this area I was just like, you know, I ignore this building, like it's like, okay, whatever, right? But there's actually a little bit of a way around of this building on the side if you're very careful and you don't fall off, which I managed to fall off a couple times here. You know, you don't see it in the video, but you know, while I was recording, I fell off. If you go around the side, there is a secret chest right behind this building. And again, for the longest time, I didn't know about this chest, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. Just you never would really think it was behind this little shack. But let me know in the comments if you guys knew about this chest, you know, because I definitely didn't for a while. Now, speaking of secret chests, there's actually one in the Sunken Sea within the Nox DLC that I wanted to show you guys as well. Now, this one is even more hidden, and I'm sure a lot of you don't even know about, as not even me nor the Camp and Dutchman knew about this, and we were so shocked. I remember, like, I think it was on a stream that we found out, but it was crazy, this discovery. And again, I'm sure a lot of you don't know about this one. There might be like a few of you that do, but this one I really feel like is super, super hidden. Now, this chest is located right here on the map and is over by Shank's prison. It's basically by the spot where you have to jump over that like ramp over into the prison. But instead of jumping over into the prison, there is a secret chest that is up here. Now, a lot of you are probably assuming it's that one chest within the house that houses the, well, ramp that lets you, you know, get into the prison, but it's actually not this chest. It's another chest. Now, instead of going to that chest, if you take a left by the building and go over here to this little cliff, you can jump down on this little ledge here, and as you can see, there is a secret chest over here on the side of this cliff. It's crazy. You kind of have to do a little bit of a jump to get over to it. There's a chance that you might fall, but yeah, there it is. There is the secret chest. I kind of wish it was a lance chest though. That would be even more perfect. You know, I just feel like the location it just makes sense, you know, being so hidden and everything. But yeah, like you know, compared to the other one in Crom's Canyon that I showed you guys, like this one just especially blew my mind when I found it. or at least when me and TCD found it, it was just like, holy shit, you know? But let me know in the comments if you guys knew about this chest, because we sure as hell didn't. Now this one is a bit different. It's actually a piece of cut content from the game that I'm sure most of you, or a lot of you, don't really know about. But in the Game of the Year Edition guide for Borderlands, there is a section that, you know, shows all the different enemies of the game, and one of the enemies in there is a badass drifter, which, as I'm sure most of you know, doesn't exist within the game. Now, this was actually a cut enemy type, and thanks to the Camp Dutchman, the badass drifter has actually been restored into the game via the Null, which is a weapon from his Arsenal mod. So yeah, as you can see, we've got badass drifters roaming around, which is pretty awesome to see. Now, just to prove to you guys that the badass drifter is in the Game of the Year Edition guide, I actually have the guide right here on my desk, and if we open it up and go to, I believe it's page 526, it takes us to, you know, like this sort of bestiary for Borderlands. But under the drifter section here, as you can see, there it is, the badass drifter. And it even shows like its health and damage and all that other crazy stuff, even like a threat level, which I find to be really interesting. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Now, the last thing I want to cover actually has to do with the Butcher, and it's also a bit of cut content. Now, the Butcher was actually originally supposed to be like the Butcher in Borderlands 2. Almost identical, actually, in terms of the ammo regen ability and, you know, I believe even like, you know, the full auto nature of it in Borderlands 2. I think it's similar to that. I don't really know like the full details, but basically the Camp Dutchman dove into the game's files via UDK, and he discovered this. Now, UDK basically stands for Unreal Development Kit, and, you know, is how you know, mess around in the game's files and code, and is also how you make maps and weapons and all that stuff for this game. But yeah, in there, you know, he found out that the Butcher was, again, supposed to be like how it was in Borderlands 2, in terms of, you know, the effects and everything like that. So it's kind of crazy. Something I definitely figured only a select few would really know, given that, you know, you kind of have to dive into UDK to really even figure it out in the first place. So I just thought that was really cool. And is, you know, a cool little snippet of information for you guys out there that you know, didn't know that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate you guys watching, and you know, if you like this sort of thing, you know, give the video a thumbs up, and maybe give me a comment, you know, tell me you want to see more of this sort of thing, because yeah, I'd maybe love to do more of this. It's kind of just an experiment. I didn't really know how well this video is going to do or anything like that. But if it does do well, and if you guys want to see more of it, definitely let me know in the comments and everything. And yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. Peace out.